With the long weekend behind us, let's take a look at what the rest of today's weather holds in store for us. Starting off with our futurecast, we see that there's still a fair amount of cloud and rain expected along the western coastline today. That's going to start clearing up as we head into the afternoon hours. At the same time, a high pressure system ridging near the south coast of the country is going to push in lots of moist air from the ocean, bringing in cloudy skies as well as a very good chance of rainfall. It's going to be a partly cloudy day throughout much of central and eastern South Africa, with a few thunder showers in some places. Taking a look at rainfall probabilities now, we see that there's up to a 60% chance of rain expected along much of the Western Cape coastline. Spreading towards the Eastern Cape later on in the day, there's up to a 40% chance of showers over the far western parts of the country, and as I've already mentioned, those conditions will be clearing later on. Isolated thunder showers expected for Gauteng and the surrounding areas and extending down into KwaZulu-Natal. Moving ahead now to maximum temperatures, where it's going to be a mild day for central South Africa, cooler towards the west with temperatures averaging in the lower 20s and upper teens, while over the far eastern parts of the country it's going to be a lovely warm autumn afternoon. Let's take a closer look now at coastal conditions across the country, where we're expecting southeasterly winds to return to Alexander Bay and Namaqualand, becoming gusty during the late afternoon and into this evening. Swells on the other hand are going to remain fairly low with a height of about 2 meters. As we head further south, we're also expecting southerly to southeasterly winds to return, becoming gusty around the Cape Peninsula towards the evening hours. Swells will be slightly elevated over this area, averaging between 2 and 3 meters. Along the south coast, swells are going to be coming in from the east. Winds, on the other hand, will be southwesterly for much of the day, moderate for most areas, but becoming fresh for Jeffreys Bay as well as Port Elizabeth. And those winds are going to be pushing in the rain, which we're expecting to settle in during the course of the day. Up the eastern coastline, light to moderate winds are expected. Northeasterlies for Richards Bay for most of the day. Swells across this area, averaging with a height of around 2 meters and coming in from the northeast.